with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Hands up, Lee. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
First and 10 for Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion, pop. Leo. Ready.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Great job, D.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Break. 52, Mike 52. Watch the slant. Larry. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10. A big run by the big man Fournette. 61 yards that time on the ground. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse, and we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
Completes it to Lee. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. So Dalton now. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
40. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you. 2-by-2. Move.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Check 26, check 26.
Look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Charlie. Watch out. Comes now. Comes the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, go. 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Oh, here we go. Yes, yes. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Batson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 24 yards.
And the Jaguars first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Three buzz. Greystone travel. Big rip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They look to throw on third with Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hands up! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Hands up!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. This will be Dalton again. And an alley to run. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Room here to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, Bill.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Passing, it's Dalton. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make.
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Five down. Stand up in.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's out to his running back, Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Five.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Check three.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Hands up. Lead. 47's the mic. Yeah, 5-6.
From midfield here, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take
Let's go,
over
baby.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the slant.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, exit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45. Mike, 45. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
45. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Dalton, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Dalton to throw. Going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Look at me, zipper.
They begin with a run by Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check your hot read. Yep. If you kill it, motion in.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Roy. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Heavy.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Mike 50. 93, 52, 93.
So now Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go one more.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. All right, here's Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. No.
Back to throw. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem.
do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history on this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premise. You got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no